Hello everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Gold Crest Valley. And we got a hired worker here planting barley for us. We got the case 1455, which seems to pull this planter okay. Not great, obviously, but we got the fent over by the grass field. We're going to start mowing that this episode. Making sure the hired worker is doing an okay job here. We'll probably have to come back when he's done and... Oh, I guess I can't get my mouse pointer, can I? But we'll probably have to come back when he's done and fix this little bit on the edge here. Hired worker always kind of derps that up. So anyway, let's head over to... Actually, we'll head to the main farm here first. And several people asking about the weeders here in the game. What's the difference? What do they do? See, I guess it'd actually help if I headed this way, didn't it? But what do the weeders do? What weeder does what? And how do you plant oilseed radishes? First off, for oilseed radishes, folks, you can plant them with the planter we were just on there on the case, the Radishes seeder. I don't think you can plant them with a row crop seeder here. I haven't really looked, but I'm pretty sure you can't. But any of the drills, you should be able to plant oilseed radishes with. Also, you can plant oilseed radishes with this particular weeder here. This is the narrower, more expensive weeder. The $87,000 one here, 9 meters. And it can plant grass or oilseed radishes. This one here, however, just fertilizes. It does not plant anything. It just adds one level of fertilization, and that is the larger weeder, but cheaper. So at 12 meters there. It's a little bit confusing in the game, folks, because they call them a weeder. And technically, it has nothing to do with weeds in the game here. All it does is adds fertilizer. So don't let the term weeder there confuse you. And at least where I live, folks, we don't call them weeders. We call them cultivators. So these would be cultivators. Or at least this one would be anyway. I don't know. This is actually, I've seen this style cultivator before. For actually cultivating weeds. I have not really seen this style cultivator used before. Yeah, like I said, this is a seeder, and you can plant grass. I think we use this to plant the grass there on field 11, and then you can also plant the oilseed radishes with this as well. Kind of the advantage of this is it's 9 meters, so a little bit bigger than our Radishes seeder, but you could use the Radishes to plant the oilseed radishes too. Anyway, let's head over to our Fendt tractor here. I've got him lined up on field 11 here, if I can select him anyway. There we go. And we got the New Holland disc bind here. We are going to start mowing grass on field 11. Let's get this set up with GPS. Was it 4.5 meters? 4 meters, okay. I don't know if this will auto set correctly. Let's find out. No, not really. It's close, though. So we'll bump that up to 4. And I don't know if you folks can see it or not. You should be able to. You can see where the field is just because it is fertilized. See that little bit darker region there? That is where the original field was. And if you look, there is a little bit of a difference in the grass on this field versus outside the field. Not much. Very hard to see, but there is a little bit of a difference. Absolutely love that startup sound, by the way. Speaking of which, it sounded a little quiet, is it? Nope, okay, it's good, 80%, that's normally where I have my volume at, so just sounded a little quiet to me there. Not sure how long it's going to take us to mow field 11 here, and I don't think... Oh, you can hire a worker. I wonder how that works with this style mower. Oh, turn the GPS off there, my bad. Might just have to find out, folks, how that works with a hired worker. I'm kind of curious to see how a hired worker will use this style of mower. Probably actually mow one more piece around here yet. Mostly I'm just sticking with mowing the field here. And I'm assuming, folks, because we have it fertilized, and it should be a plowed field as well, we should get a pretty good yield off this. Probably quite a bit more than we get off, say, the grass that's right here. And if you can look, you can see the fertilizer is being removed. You can see a narrow little strip of fertilizer here yet. Hopefully folks can actually see that. A little bit darker tinged strip there, and then it goes lighter right here. Oh, lifted up. Okay. So we'll just do a couple headlands around the field here first, and then we'll start going up and down the field. Obviously, not a real large field here. Probably can mow this section here yet, too. We'll see once. We do have field 14 in grass as well. Also not a very large field. Ooh, I really missed that turn, didn't I? Hopefully we'll get a couple bales off this field. We'll get a couple bales of grass and silage bales for the cows. And then whatever extra bales we have left, probably turn them into silage bales, and we'll just sell them. Obviously silage bales will pay somewhat well here. And GPS, by the way, for those of you wondering how you set up the GPS for this mower, for those of you who've seen my GPS tutorial video, I kind of showed that in that video as well. But for setting up the GPS, just set the width of the mower, so in this case 4 meters, and then don't worry about any offsets. Just leave the offsets at 0. You cannot set a large enough offset with the GPS mod to actually get this to work out right. So what I found, folks, the easiest way to do it, just set it to the right length and 0 out any offsets. So make sure the offset's set at 0. The offset, by the way, is that blue, that 4th blue line you'll see appear. So when we first set the auto set the GPS here, you folks probably noticed that blue line appear there. I think it was like right at the edge of the red line. And yeah, we just got rid of that there. Basically, with the GPS mod, you cannot set a offset greater than half the width of the GPS. Hopefully that makes sense for you folks. And in this case, we actually need an offset that is greater than half the width. Probably actually need an offset, I'm just guessing here, folks, probably almost the width of the mower. So the greatest offset we can set would be 2 meters. We probably actually need almost a 4 meter offset, I'm guessing. Actually, yeah, thinking about it, folks, it should actually be almost basically a perfect 4 meter offset, which is obviously too great for GPS to be able to set. And by the way, when you use a mower like this, folks, when you're mowing, you can actually put your tractor down the center line of the previous windrow, and that should work out. Back in Farming Simulator 15 there, we had this style mower, the New Hollands and the John Deere Mocos. Didn't seem like it quite worked out right. I don't think the mowers there swung out far enough, but this one actually seems to swing out far enough. So you can actually put, if you notice, I'm putting the tractor basically right down the center line. Well, I guess it's a little offset. That might just be the way the grass is coming out of the mower. Yeah, if you look at it, the grass is actually coming out of the mower offset. I don't know why that is, but just the way the game mechanics are. But you pretty much just put your tractor right down the center line of the previous windrow, and that is where you will basically mow. And once we get done going around the field here, we'll probably go around one more time. Typically with a mower like this, you do 3 to 5 headlands. It all depends on the size of it, obviously. sometimes as many as 6. And then also I do have the windrower lined up there. You folks probably saw that already. You got the case with the windrower there, the Lily windrower. We'll have to get the baler down here at some point as well. Seeing as how I want to make silage bales again, folks, I probably won't tether this grass. Or if I do tether it, I'll probably just do like a little section. Maybe we'll do like this, a little small section that's right here. Maybe we'll tether this bit. And then, yeah, the rest of the grass, we probably won't bother tethering it. If we get maybe like a half a dozen grass and silage bales, I think will be more than good for a while. Oh, missed my turn there. Should have turned. Too busy talking, not paying attention. Okay, and like I said, we'll call this good for the headlands probably, unless I want to go around the opposite way. Might do that, we'll see once, because like I said, there is some nice grass outside the field here. Probably won't yield quite like the grass in the field here, at least hopefully anyway, because obviously I put a lot of work into fertilizing this field, so it better yield better than the grass outside the field there. Also, probably should check up on the planting tractor as well. He's probably actually about done by now. Like I said before, folks, my preference is still the glance mod. A lot more information in the glance mod, in my opinion. Plus, the way it auto-hides. I really like that feature. We're currently using the inspect mod. I know a couple people have said the inspector mod. No, this is not the inspector mod, folks. This is the inspect mod. I guess a slight difference between the inspector and inspect mod, I don't know, but this is indeed the inspect mod, not the inspector mod. Oh, speaking of hired worker, I'm guessing that was our hired worker right there. Oh, went too far. There we go. So yes, he is, or she is indeed done. Let's clean up here a moment. I'm sure we probably need a little bit more planted up here on the angle on that field. I can probably also bring the New Holland up here and fertilize this field. Yeah, looks like we got like 3 missing strips here. We'll get that cleaned up here in a moment. I probably should really sell these case tractors here. They are costing us quite a bit of money as far as vehicle maintenance, but they're just such a useful tractor. Just haven't sold either of them yet. Okay, I believe that does it for the seeding. I think everything is planted at this point. Oh, look out for the trees there. Okay, and I'll just park this up by our washer here for the moment. I'll probably get this washed up off screen here and put away. And let me hop over to the New Holland, which, oh, we can actually hire a worker for you. I think this field needs one more level of fertilization, I'd like to say. Double check that here. Yes, it does. Which I might not actually be able to do because I see not the entire field is ready, is it? Okay, we'll go back to 16 then, and I'll wait for this field to become completely ready. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of mess up the fertilizer. I had that the last time with this field as well. The entire field there is not ripening at the same time. And there is a mod out there, by the way, for those of you who don't like that. Growth Manager, I like to say, or something like that out there. I am not currently using that mod, but that will cause the crops to grow at the same time and kind of eliminate that issue, or at least help to eliminate that issue. Depending on when and how you plant, it's not necessarily going to eliminate it entirely, but it will help. Like I said, good use for the GPS mod. Here's lining up the hired worker for fertilizing. That should be good. And we'll leave him to it. Did you shut off? I think you did. Keep hoping they'll fix that, because it is kind of annoying. You know, sometimes I quickly tab around between vehicles just, you know, check and make sure everybody's doing their job yet. And then come back to whatever I was doing. It's like, ah, crap, my tractor shut off again. Oh, well. Anyway, we'll start going up and down the field now. And by the way, for those of you wondering how you swing the mower back and forth, I have gotten asked that a few times. That is the mouse. Use the mouse controls there to swing the mower back and forth. I don't know, I haven't tried. I'm assuming you can probably do it with the keyboard controls as well. Oh, yes, you can. K and M will swing your mower back and forth. So kind of just like you would the loader or anything like that, it does work with the keyboard controls as well. Typically... Oh, did I not have that set out far enough? I wonder. I must not have had it swung far enough from the looks of it. Oops. So yeah, with it being a mouse control there, obviously you can not swing it out all the way, which probably is why I missed a bit there. Have to make sure I watch that, make sure I swing this out all the way each time. Anyway, we'll read a couple comments here in a moment while we're going up and down the field. Avery was saying you shouldn't have bought field 20. If you do missions on other fields for the same person, the price goes down. True, but the price in this case, folks, shouldn't have gone down any further on that field. To my knowledge, I was maxed out. I don't remember who owned that field again. I would have to go look, but I have done pretty much missions, I think, for just about everybody on this map so far. Obviously, a couple of the big ones being you know, like 26, 31, 5. I've done quite a few missions there for those large fields. Haven't done much in the way of missions like field 1, field 6. I don't think I've done any missions for that field yet. Niall was saying the spraying missions are easy since you see the ends of the arms of the spreader, but the rest of the fertilizers are a lot harder to judge. That's kind of what I was talking about there. Let's see, yeah, this was last episode on Gold Crest here. Use for the GPS, obviously, to actually see where you need to line up your tractor. Like I was saying, it's a little bit hard to line up the fertilizers. And like you were saying in the comments, not so hard with the sprayers because you can actually see where the arms are, but the pellet type fertilizers, you really can't see anything. Oh, was asking, how do you plant oilseed radishes? So kind of like I mentioned there at the beginning of the game, you can either use the one weeder, that's the narrower but more expensive one, or you can use one of the grain drills. I'm assuming, I haven't looked, folks, but even the Amazon Condor will probably... Let's see, where's the Condor? There's the Condor. Yes, I believe that's the oilseed radish symbol right there. The row crop, yeah, you don't see the oilseed radish. Also row crop, don't see the oilseed radish. I'm sure potato doesn't. And that's a row crop as well. Another potato, another row crop. So yeah, the row crops do not, but the grain drills will. Robert was saying your vehicle cost looks like they're running you about $43,000 on the multiplayer server. It's actually probably higher than that now, folks. But yes, we do have some pretty good vehicle maintenance costs there on Sosnovka on the multiplayer server. Nan was asking, what do you think is the biggest field on Farming Simulator 17? Gold Crest? I'm assuming, folks, that's probably Field 5. At least it looks that way. I haven't, obviously gone around and checked, but I'm pretty sure Field 5 is the largest. Mike was saying, Massey, Ferguson, and Fendt, along with Valtra and Challenger, are all built by the same parent company, which would be AGCO, by the way. And they share a lot of things, which is why they look similar. So yes, like I was saying there, they're built by AGCO, and that's why like Massey Ferguson's, Fendt tractors, all that equipment looks very similar. A few minor differences maybe, but looks very similar. They kind of all share their technologies and designs. Anyway, let's just see how a hired worker works here. Let's hire you. Whoa. That might not work. Okay, let's get to the end of the row here. Then I'll hire the worker. How about that? I wasn't quite expecting to see that happen there, folks. That was like an immediate swing out. I think what he's going to want to do is he's only going to want to do it in the default position. So we'll finish this row here. And then we'll see what a hired worker does. Okay. Will you hire now? Yes, you will. I'm guessing he's probably not going to use the mower correctly, folks. Just a guess. But I'm going to grab you. Let's grab the tedder. And like I said, we'll make a couple of dry hay bales as well. I don't think we've actually used the tedder here yet. Really haven't had enough grass to even bother trying to get it out with, really. Oh, that's rather interesting grass field. You can kind of see the white flowers, and then that orange looks kind of orangish to me. You can see them in lines. I'm not sure why they're in lines like that. I can't say you really noticed that on the other field we're mowing currently. Kind of cool. Oh, I see what it is, folks. I see what it is. Can you folks see it? So there was supposed to be a surprise for this field. Apparently you have to wait for the field to grow before it shows up. I did not realize that. So here's the surprise. Actually, let's see once if I can get this to work here. Tab through the options here. There we go. We want that one. And then we push J and then Q. Let's fly up here so folks can get an actual overview of the field. Hopefully it'll show up when we're flying anyway. Maybe it won't. It doesn't show up real good when we're flying, but hopefully you folks can see that. Like I said, it's not real obvious, but you can see the red, white stripes. Kind of a poor... You know what? It'd probably look better, folks, if I had not fertilized the field, maybe. I wonder if that would have helped. The fertilizer's probably giving it a little bit darker look, maybe. But you can kind of just barely see an American flag there, hopefully. So yeah, like I said, we got the white flowers, got the red flowers. There's a couple pink ones in between. Interesting. And then we got the kind of the bluish colored flowers, along with some white stars. Yeah, definitely a little more obvious down in the ground. Unfortunately, I guess it doesn't show up real well in the air. Oh well. That's still pretty cool yet. So that, by the way, folks, is supposed to be the surprise there on field 14. The American flag shows up when you plant grass on that field. Let's see, how's our hired worker doing? Looks like he's still mowing grass yet. That's good. I'm kind of curious to see how he does when he turns around here. And like I said, folks, we'll just make the dry bales out of this portion of the field here. Okay, 12.6 meters. Yeah, I don't see the hired worker there flipping the plow to the other side like he should be. Oh, I was just going to go back to read the comments here, folks. Oh, you know what? He's not even doing nothing on that pass, is he? Okay. Silly hired worker. That's weird. Anyway, comment here from Steve. Have you found out what the surprise is on that grass field? It's funny you ask. We just showed that. And no joke, folks, I did not know that was the next comment here. I just glanced down to look at the comments, and whoa, okay. John was saying, great video. Glad to see that, John Deere. And yeah, like I said, folks, I don't have any John Deeres here on Gold Crest yet. Main reason being, basically the next size tractor would be the John Deere 8530. And that's a little bit big for Gold Crest here yet. A little bit expensive, mostly. Okay, we'll call this tedding good right here. Once we get this strip done. Probably should make sure I windrow just this portion as well. Samuel was asking, how did you get a John Deere 8530? Is it a mod? Yes, it is a mod. And how did you get it during a mission? It just shows up during missions, folks. You can actually get modded equipment for the missions. So, just like normal equipment, the mods will show up for missions as well. Oh, whacked our new tedder there. Samuel's also saying the John Deere 8530 is at least an 8 to 9 year old tractor, right before the R series was made. That's actually kind of what I'm hoping to see released, folks, is a nice John Deere R series set of tractors. Nice if the mod authors there actually came out with a nice set of tractors for like the 6Rs, the 7Rs, the 8Rs, and the 9R, or even the 9RX and the 9RT tractors. I guess you can include the 8RTs in that as well if you wanted to. But hopefully we'll see the mod authors come out with some nice packs like that. That would be kind of nice. Anyway, we'll park this back up here. And with that, folks, I think we need to wrap up the episode there. So you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.